Alright folks, so I'm here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, trying to find where to get to enter my customer here, my shipper. I pulled in down there thinking I was in the right place, and the guy told me to come back out here and turn into gate number 1. So I just passed gate number 2. Where's gate number 1? Ah, there's a 1. Okay. All right. Semi trucks only, it says. Okay. Let's see about this. Well, I'm gonna get over here because I bet they want me on the scale. Some kind of a big recycling yard, it looks like. Well, I'll try to show you some more later. Okay, so I got checked in. I had to call and get them to print me a ticket there. Then I had to ask this tool truck to move so I could get by. I still don't know if I'm gonna be able to get by. Oh, mercy. Yeah, barely. Ha. Well, this is gonna be some tight maneuvering, I can tell already. All right, so she told me to come down here, and the loader would be on channel 3. So I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to be going. This looks like a fun place though, doesn't it? Okay, there's a sign up there that says shred trucks to the left. Number 2, shred trucks to the left. I think that's where I'm supposed to go, but I don't know that. So I'm gonna hang on here and see if I can get somebody on the CB. Okay guys, so here I am in the loading position. This is my first scoop of what they call shred. So I had to take my tarp off and then remove my bows. And he said it usually takes about 3 1/4 buckets. So he's gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll see how it looks. So you can see how it works here. They're spitting it out of the conveyor and scooping it onto my truck. And this load's going to Muscatine, Iowa. It's a lovely place though, as you can see. I'll give you a shot of this. I ain't gonna film the whole thing. It's a noisy load. All right. All right, we're still good on the front. That put me at about 29,000. He said he's going to do one in the front, middle, and the rear, and then we'll kind of finish it off with the third one. This isn't the greatest of level ground either, so I don't know how good the reading's going to be. The rear is only reading at about 21,000. So anyway, that's how it works. All right guys, I know it's a lot of noise, but I want to show you this. I had to climb back in here and put my bows up, but before I get my tarp put back over the load, I wanted to show it to you. Just a good old load of scrap metal. Some of it's kind of hot too. You might can see a piece right there. See the heat and the smoke coming off of it? So, hope I didn't melt my boots. All right, let's get this thing to Muscatine, Iowa. All right, folks, Wednesday morning, I arrived about 30 minutes ago here at my customer in Muscatine, Iowa, a place called SSAB. I've heard about this place, but this is my first time here. Robert came here twice last week, and he said they were getting like hundreds of trucks in here a day. So it's like 7:15. They started receiving at 7. So I pulled in and got checked in, and they assigned me number 24.
Got it.
And the way it works is they had a lady come by to each truck just in a little car, asked what you're hauling, and then assigned you a number. And then every few minutes they call in some trucks to the scale. Like they called in trucks 1 through 9.
Loader number 2 on that other line.
Somebody trying to check in. So they called in trucks 1 through 9 about 20 minutes ago.
Number 2, heavy mount.
And then she called in truck 9. That's all that's happened. So I'm not far enough up in the line yet that I can tell what's really happening up there. But at some point, she'll call my number and I'll go up to the scale and check in. I've called my dispatcher Joey a couple minutes ago and told him I was here, checked in, and I was number 24. He said, call me when you're empty. Hopefully I'll have your load figured out by then. So, that's what we're doing. Just trying to creep up in the line, get unloaded. There's I don't know, there's probably a quarter of a mile of road here behind me with trucks behind me also. So this place gets a lot of shipments. I don't really know what kind of a operation this is, but they get a lot of product brought in, obviously. Okay, I'll try to show you some more later. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update. Still in line here at SSAB, but I recognize this place now. I thought, you know, when I was coming through town to get here, some of that looked familiar because the road went right down beside a river. And now that I've pulled up in the line a little bit, I do recognize this. When I was driving from Maverick, I picked up some sheet steel here one time, maybe a year or so ago. But there's a shot of some of the line in front of me, and yeah, there's been some guys checking in that said they're hauling turnings. Of course, I'm hauling what's called shred. And then there's been a few flatbeds come in, although she said they're not starting to load flatbeds until 9 a.m. So she had the flatbeds. You can see that melting truck over there. She had him go around, and he's gonna park over there in that, like a preload lot. So he's not just sitting out here in line. But there's what's behind me. Several trucks. Sun's coming up over there. It's a little bit colder over here. It's like 34 degrees, 35 degrees. So gotten a little cooler, So, but that's it for now. More later. All right, folks, so we got out of that place there. I'm just a mile out of there. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It didn't take as long as I thought it would, but I was not able to get any footage because they don't allow any cameras in the property. But I will say it was plenty muddy. Of course. So I had to wait about 20 minutes, and Joey, my dispatcher, sent me a load going to Jackson, Michigan. If you've watched my videos, you know I used to go to Jackson, Michigan a lot with Maverick and deliver steel bars from the Gerdau Mill in Fort Smith, Arkansas to the Gerdau Mill in Jackson, Michigan. But I'm going to a place called Omnisource in Jackson, Michigan to pick up turnings. So that's about 385 miles from here. A little over 6 hours, says the GPS. And I've already called them. I will not be able to get there before they stop shipping today, which I think she said they stop at 3 o'clock or 3:30, something like that, and I wouldn't be able to get there till 4:30 or something like that. So they open at 7 in the morning, so I'll just try to get as far as I can and be there at 7. And it delivers only 109 miles away in New Haven, Indiana. And then Joey's already got me a trip after that, picking up somewhere in Indiana, I forget what he said, and going to Columbus, Mississippi. So that all sounds good. So, what freeway is this? We're about to hop back on the freeway, and it's pretty much a repeat of what I drove this morning. You know, I got an early start this morning. I woke up at 2:15 and hit the road shortly after, you know, after doing my inspection and all. So won't have to get up near as early tomorrow because I'll be close to my shipper and they don't start doing anything till 7. So I'll have a little more resting time tonight. But that's all right. We'll basically be shooting across west to east, going around South Chicago, and then cutting up northeast from there, around Lake Michigan, and then cutting east over to Jackson. Should be a pretty good trip. I should be able to get around Chicago before the traffic gets real bad. So that's what's going on. But yeah, I couldn't get any footage of that. Basically, once I scaled in there, they showed me on a map where to go. It was way back around to the back of the building, probably probably a good half a mile or more. And then they had these outdoor cubbies, I'll say, for lack of a better word, marked with whatever product you were delivering. Had multiple products, and then you just kind of back up into the hole, the cubby, and dump. But it was super muddy, super muddy. Yeah, kind of messy. All right, more later. All right, folks, a little road footage for you. We're about to leave Iowa. We were barely inside Iowa anyway. But we're leaving Iowa, crossing the Mississippi River. and we'll be back in Illinois. We're on what's called 280 at the moment, but we'll be working our way back over to I-80, heading east. The river looks nice and full. Man, I've crossed this river in many places, Just less than a week ago, I was down there crossing it at Helena, Arkansas, and Memphis, Tennessee. All right, just wanted to show you that. Okay guys, hey, it's Thursday morning. I'm here in Jackson, Michigan at OmniSource. Checked in, it's about 7:35 a.m. and there's two trucks in front of me. The first one is getting loaded now. I've been here for about 20 minutes. My work order says I'm getting turnings. I'll try to show you a little bit. It's still pretty dark, so you probably can't see much. But there's the truck up there getting loaded. And I'm getting an aluminum product. I think these other trucks are getting steel. There's a pile of some kind of material right there. It just looks like Zorba or that stuff I hauled a couple days ago. So, but yeah, I'm getting aluminum. Time to pull up though, so let me get back to you. So I'll go ahead and show you this truck in front of me is getting loaded. Maybe you can see some of that. But they've already had us take our tarps off and take our bows out. So once I do get loaded, I'll have to put my bows back over and of course my tarp. This load goes to New Haven, Indiana, which is only about 110 miles from here. Take a little over 2 hours, says the GPS. But maybe you can see that load right there. Just looks like little pieces, you know, recycled metal. I'm gonna tell him I need 23.5 tons.
Oh, okay, Paul.
All right, more later. Okay guys, so he just gave me my first scoop. He had me kind of drive around to the other side of the loading area. And he said I'd probably only end up with about 37,000 pounds would be a full trailer load, because remember this is aluminum. So yeah. So here's try to give you a shot of that. That's the second scoop. So that's how it works. And then we got to go out that way to scale out. More later. All right, guys, so I'm loaded.
Morning, Cordis 123.
Turn that out. Got incoming trucks there. So he told me just to continue straight through here and scale out. And he said I cannot put my bows up and re-tarp on this property, so I have to get back out on the street to do all of that. I'm just trying to find out where to scale out over here. Sun's coming up a little bit, so maybe you can see something. It's a busy place. They got all kinds of metal back there. All right, let's see. I can't tell. Well, let me figure out how to get out of here. Okay guys, let me show you the load real quick. Had to climb up here and put the bows back over. Now I got to get down and roll the tarp up. As you can see, it's pretty full load. I had to kind of kick some of it down so it'd be below the bows. Now I got to climb down the ladder on the outside because I can't open my man door. All right, folks. Well, I'm tarped up. Kind of went around the trailer and the truck, make sure everything was all right. Ready to go. Fresh cup of coffee. So that whole process there took about an hour and a half, just to give you an idea. And I had to wait in line for about 3 trucks in front of me. So I do enjoy that the load and unload times are usually better than what I experienced with my Maverick loads. All right, so let's get to New Haven, Indiana. GPS says it takes 2 hours and 14 minutes, and I'll be going down 127 a lot of the way, which I'm kind of familiar with. I used to take that out of Jackson, Michigan from the Gerdau plant.